In the spirit of reconciliation, Deaf Connect acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. 5 children individually sit in front of a screen, signing as they address the camera. Text, what is your dream job?
My dream job is to be a businessman and sell burgers.
Working with animals, like either as a wild rescuer or a person that works at an animal shelter.
I will advocate to open more job opportunities for myself and others. I will work as a firefighter and help my brother's business too. I'm going to make a great business that will make everyone go wow.
I'm deaf, but I can do anything.
Welcome to the Signs of Success series, where we embark on a journey across Australia, unveiling the stories of deaf and hard of hearing individuals in diverse workplaces. This series showcases how inclusive practices and supportive leadership from their managers empower them to pursue fulfilling careers. In this episode, we visit Australia Post, where manager Michael and inclusion coordinator Anthony highlight the Workplace Adjustment Passport program, among other initiatives aimed at ensuring deaf employees like Andrews can excel in their roles.
Text, signs of success. Australian Post. Michael Sherman, Facility Manager.
So at the moment at Australia Post, we have 6.3% of our workforce identify as having a disability.
I've worked in a lot of different facilities. Every one of them, there's always been a deaf or hard of hearing individual. In Australia Post, we're supportive of all our staff, deaf and hard of hearing staff included. It's inclusive. You feel like part of the team. It's nice to have, all types of people working for you.
Hi, I'm Andrews, and I work here at Australia Post. My role is as a postal delivery officer.
Andrews Wyko, Postal Delivery Officer. Andrew walks through the sorting room.
Deaf people have been working at Australia Post for ages, and that really made things so much more easier for me when I started here. From day one, they already knew what to do. I was included, I didn't face any barriers, and I've worked here for a long time now, and it's such a great workplace. I still don't face any barriers. It's amazing. Well, when I first moved to Australia, I was still at school, and once I graduated, I started looking for work and found a job as a kitchen hand. After a while, I started facing some barriers in communicating with my workmates, and we tried writing things down and had Auslan interpreters, but it just didn't work out. I really wanted to work, but didn't feel the job was a right fit for a deaf person. So I decided to start job hunting, and that was when I landed the job at Australia Post. And initially when I started, there was a period of getting to know everyone and their way of working. There were so many new people. At the start, our communication was writing things down, but then when we all got comfortable, we started using Auslan and gesture. It was just so easy to communicate with everyone. It was so accessible, and it made me really enjoy my work. It's just fantastic.
Anthony Mufarij, Inclusion Coordinator.
Our Accessibility Matters team members helped us come up with the Workplace Adjustment Passport program so we can accommodate our people correctly. We have 110 members nationwide that join our monthly meetings and have a say and hear about our accessibility. Our large deaf community at Australia Post, the majority of their adjustments is Auslan interpreting. So they'll have Auslan interpreting for weekly sessions at their facility, or even for one-on-one catch-ups with their manager. It's integral to clear communication at Australia Post.
The government does actually have an assistance program set up where organisations can approach them for funding to get interpreter services and other things for people that have disability in their workplace. So there are other avenues that they can explore.
We use Auslan interpreters to provide complete access to information, which helps us go about our work efficiently and safely. It also means we can improve and develop. It's important to have access to Auslan interpreters so we can all do our jobs well.
I'd finished doing an AP Way session. I was a presenter for a number of sessions. I bumped into an Auslan interpreter on this day, and I said to him, wouldn't it be a great idea if we got all the deaf and hard of hearing staff together and did one big session? It'd be, so much easier than doing it piecemeal, get a couple from this facility, one or two from that facility, and they'd be sort of mixed in with the staff that can hear. And he went, oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. And so he then got in touch with, I think, Anthony, and it grew legs from there. And before you knew it, I think they had something like 30 deaf and hard of hearing staff in the one room. And by all accounts, it was a big hit.
We all work and live in all kinds of different locations, so it's difficult to get together. But it happened, and it was so nice to be in the same room with other deaf Australia Post staff and communicating in Auslan, sharing our experiences. It was such a feeling of comfort, being able to directly communicate with other colleagues and have that unique experience. It was beautiful. We chatted and learnt from each other. I hope we get to do it again. It would be wonderful.
Having these initiatives and these celebrations at Australia Post are very important to us because we have our people at front of mind at our organisation. Our role at Australia Post is to make sure these people feel welcome and ultimately feel safe to identify as having a disability.
The last decade or so, Australia Post has been very good at, incorporating interpreters into the workplace. So as a manager working with deaf and hard of hearing staff and getting the interpreters in, it's business as usual. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. What's important is that we get the right message out to our staff, and the biggest thing with communication isn't necessarily around the clarity of your speech or something like that. It's about the genuineness, whether they're deaf and hard of hearing, whether they can hear, whether they speak a different language. We'll find a way to communicate. It's that simple. We will break through that barrier and make sure that everyone's on the same page.
Produced by Deaf Connect, featuring Michael Sherman, Anthony Mufarage, Andrews Wyko, Director Sam Martin, First Assistant Rebecca Ward, Executive Producer Rachel Lai, Producers Rebecca Ward, Rachel Lai, Trina Wilson, Sam Martin. Script Consultants Sophia Golan, AP Pobjoy, Felicity Blake. Director of Photography James Gilligan. Camera Operator Joe Cameron. Sound Recordists Josh Brennan, Jai Cork. Translations, subtitles and voice talent provided by Deaf Connect. Intro Editor Adrian Horseman. Colorist Amadea Hare. Sound Design and Mix Adrian Horseman. Titles Designer Michael Repich. Narrator Amadea Hare. Special thanks to the support of Australia Post who made this episode possible. A special thanks also goes to the families who participated in this series and to all the children who were so willing to share their thoughts and their dreams for the future. The team at Deaf Connect who made this series possible: Vanessa Alford, Karen Armstrong, Ian Harvey Russ, Rachel Lai, Sam Martin, Sarah McNeese, River McQuitty, Brent Phillips and Trina Wilson. Funded by the Australian Government Department of Social Services. Copyright 2024 Deaf Connect. All rights reserved.